Welcome to Chakras Part 2. And just like yesterday, I was talking about the alchemy of energy and I didn't know how many parts there were. Same thing today. I have no idea how many parts are going to be downloaded for me to talk about chakras. But it's been a very popular topic. People want to know about chakras. And when my book was being edited, That's Your Life, A Taste of Inner Wisdom, the first editor didn't have any problem with it. And then when the book went to my publisher, they hired an editor, and that editor said, "What are chakras? You need to explain chakras." And I thought, oh, for goodness sakes, doesn't everybody know what a chakra is? And I was so glad she was persistent on asking those kind of questions, because she caused me to clarify areas in my book that I took for granted. So today we're going to be talking about chakras and the direction they spin in, because they all spin in different directions. That's straight from the shamanic training that I took, starting with my Vision Quest in 2003. There'll be affirmations that go with each of the chakras. They're in my book. We're going to do a chakra activation. So juicy today. If you don't know me, I'm Linda Babulik, and I am dedicating the rest of 2021 to share the shamanic wisdom that I have gained and my experience throughout the years. And I've got a special announcement about tomorrow, so stay tuned for the rest of today. So starting on page 155 in my book, and you can buy it on Amazon. Just make sure the publisher is Linda Babulik and not Motivational Press, because they didn't pay me any royalties, so we don't want you sending your money to them. So I talk about in the book the universal life force energy. And there is a universal life force energy, and without it, we have no life. That's the purpose of knowing what your chakras are, because you have a physical body, but this is in the subtle, what's called the subtle body. It's your energy fields. And that's part of the chakras, is the universal life force energy. The entire world is fueled by the universal life force energy. And it endures all time, space, and dimensional realities. And every living thing in the world starts and is sustained by life force energy. Life force energy is the spark that moves us to take action, to transform our dreams and desires and wishes into reality. It's the drive, it's that passion, that determination that puts you into action to take on a challenging dream, a job, or a project. It pulls, I love to teach on the wheel, the emotional, the mental, the physical, and the spiritual energies together. It creates that. Think of a hub in the center of a wheel, an old-fashioned wheel with a hub in the middle. It creates that catalyst energy that increases the amount and intensity of zest that you can access and utilize to take that action. So imagination is sparked, and then action is fueled by the life force energy. So it's the energy surge that you feel when you tell your power-filled stories. Now, if you've read my book, I talk about power-filled stories. Those are all of the great things you've done in your life that made you feel really strong and powerful. Life force energy may also be experienced in the physical act of making love. It may motivate you or drive you to have that hot, passionate sex. It's the life force that you feel when you have that orgasm. And there are some exceptions, but I like to think that most of us are here because at least one person had something, an orgasm. We would not be here today without it. And when the life force energy is absent, then your dreams, your desires, they're stuck in fantasy. Fantasy you can't do anything about. A dream, a desire that you've imagined, you can do something about that. You don't want to be stuck in fantasy and illusion and wishful thinking. Your thinking becomes stagnant and your life becomes pedestrian. And we've all had those moments in our lives. That's why the spiral is such an important symbol for the goddess, because your low won't be as low the next time, and your high will be a little higher as your life spirals. The spiral is a very significant symbol in so much of the work that I'll be doing with you. It's the catalyst and the essence necessary to zest your life. And when we open our hearts and our mind to bond with this universal life force energy, our entire life changes. It puts our zest on turbo power. And that's how we work with the chakras to make that happen. Now, when I meditate on the chakras, I always start at the tailbone and I work my way up, breathing the energy in and exhaling all of the negative. Breathe in the positive, exhale the negative, and any negative associations. And you can create your own meditation and understanding of the chakras, or you can use mine. They start on page 151 in my book. It's quite long, so I don't want to go into all of those details. But do let me know how you make out with it. What are you feeling when you connect with your chakras? And I'm doing the activation next. So what are you feeling before, during, and after this activation? Leave me a comment. And as you probably know, these videos will be posted on YouTube for you to enjoy anytime. Under my Linda Babulek Zest is the YouTube channel, and the playlist is called Shamanic Wisdom. The directions, I need to cover that first. So the directions of each of the chakras, if we start at the root chakra, at the red chakra, that chakra spins, and they're different for men and women. That's what I was taught, is that for women, they go counter. We start with the root chakra going counterclockwise. And for men, it's clockwise. Remove the L, it won't be hard for you to remember then. For men, clockwise, and for women, counterclockwise. And then, so just then they exchange. So we start as women counterclockwise. The orange one is clockwise. So just picture you're standing there with you've got a watch, a big clock. So you know which way your chakras are going. So we're going to start at the bottom, counterclockwise. And then the orange chakra is clockwise. It's important for you to know these things. And then the next one is counterclockwise. So the odd numbers are always counterclockwise. The even numbers are clockwise. Counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise. Because number 7, counterclockwise. It's easy to remember if you remember odd numbers, counterclockwise. Even numbers are clockwise. So when we're going to activate your chakras, we want you to be able to connect to each of those spins so that you understand, to visualize it more deeply and to get that turbo power out of it. I just need to pull up my book. So I got this from, and I mentioned this in another video, that I follow Rebecca Campbell, and that's her book, her Oracle cards, Work Your Light. And the card that I pulled was Pillar of Light. And that's how we're going to activate your chakras, is the Pillar of Light is your vibration is rising. So you are the oracle. Remember yesterday I said I am the goddess, I am the divine. So are you. We all are the divine. So you are heaven and earth. So you may want to just close your eyes and focus in on this as I read from Rebecca's work. You are heaven and earth in perfect expression, a conduit for the light of the heavens to the earth. You are the rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light connecting the light of the heavens above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet, linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and spirit with the ancient wisdom keepers and beings of the planet Earth. They dance together through you. They sing together through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. You are the oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the pillar of light. And she has a lovely affirmation, and she has you hold the cards against your heart chakra. It says, I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakras. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. So your chakras are now activated, and you can do that anytime. You can rewatch this video and reconnect with your chakras. I suspect there's going to be a few more parts to this. And I ran across this wonderful definition for what are chakras. I'm just going to wrap this right up. The chakras are vibrant colored energy wheels or centers of spiritual power located within the subtle body through which our life energy flows. That's the universal life energy. That's the connection of what I was talking about at the beginning. So once again, please drop your comments. Let me know what you think. If there's anything you think that I could be sharing with you. Oh, and my big announcement, right. Tomorrow I had scheduled to talk about the smudge and why we're burning herbs and what it all does. I got the message that tomorrow is my birthday. So I'm going to be talking about animal totems, and I'm going to post them, and I wonder if you know which animal totem you are. So in my poster that I always do about the work I'm doing tomorrow with you, I will list all of the totem animals, all the earth energy animals, and see if you know which one you are. And I'll see you tomorrow because it's my birthday, and I'm going to be talking about animal totems because my totem, that one is linked onto my date of birth. So if you're a Scorpio, your totem's the same as mine. How fun is that? So thanks for joining me. Drop your comments in. Let me know what you think.